Good morning, students. We are on chapter number 1 Operating System and Graphical User Interface Role and Function. And this is my video number 2. After this chapter, you will be able to understand about types of software, operating system, need of operating system, types of operating system, functions of operating system, and user interface. Today, I will explain about user interface. Generally, there are two types of user interface we use: character user interface and graphical user interface. Interface. Interface is the process where two systems interact with each other. In terms of computing, computer is the hardware machine which cannot perform any task without instructions. We are the user who give instruction to the computer like what to do. Now the question is that how can we give instructions? A program that controls a display for the user and that allows the user to interact with the system is the user interface. This is the definition of user interface. In general way, how can we explain the user interface? In user interface is a mediator between computer and the user. I want to explain little bit more about user interface. Suppose we purchase, I am giving you the example. Suppose we purchase one system. At that time, what we find? We find only the hardware parts. So after getting the hardware part, we cannot work on it without using the operating system. So what is an operating system? Operating system is an interface between user and computer. So who complete the task, who perform the task between the user and computer? Operating system. Then this operating system is an interface between user and hardware. Types of user interface. There are two types of user interface, CUI and GUI. These are the two interface we use. Now I'm coming on CUI, Command User Interface, and this is also known as Character User Interface. This type of operating system requires the user to interact with the system by typing commands. It means if you want to work on this kind of operating system, then you have to use the command. Without command, we cannot work on it. So for every purpose or for every work, we type the command, and after typing the command, we press the enter key, then computer perform the task for us. Generally, Unix and DOS are the CUI based operating system. Now GUI. What is GUI? This is popularly known as GUI, where the look of the operating system is graphic oriented. The user can use the mouse to interact with the system by just clicking. If you have touch screen computer, you can use the touch gesture like tap, press and hold, pinch, swipe, scroll or rotate to interact with system. Such operating systems are more popular than the CUI due to its ease of use. Without Without graphics, you cannot use this operating system. And Windows and Linux are the most popular GUI based operating system. Now I am telling you the difference of CUI and GUI. What is the difference? First difference is CUI stands for Character User Interface. What is the meaning of Character User Interface? It means if you want to work on this operating system, always learn the command. Without command, we cannot work on this kind of operating system. GUI. GUI stands for Graphical User Interface. In GUI, you will find out the support of graphics or icons. MS-DOS is a characterized as CUI, means CUI operating system. Microsoft Disk Operating System is a CUI operating system. And Windows is characterized as GUI operating system because in Windows operating system we use the graphics support. A CUI use characters on screen that are controlled with the keyboard. As I told you, if you want to write anything in CUI, so what you do? You have to learn the command. And how can we type the command? We can type the command with the help of keyboard. So Keyboard is a very important part in CUI. In GUI, a GUI uses picture, graphics, and icons that are controlled with the mouse. So, if you see Windows operating system, what you find on desktop? On desktop, you find some icons, or you can also use the pictures and graphics. With the help of these pictures and graphics, you can use your GUI operating system. How can we use? Just double click on your icons and you can open the icons, or right click on the icons and you can perform any operation on it. So this is GUI. In GUI, we use the graphic support. In CUI, only one application run at a time. It means you cannot execute more than one application on it. In GUI, number of applications be opened and execute in different windows at the same time. It means this is a multitasking operating system. What do you mean by multitasking? In same time, you can open many applications in computer. In Windows operating system, we can open many applications at the same time. For example, if you want to work on MS Word, you can open it, and after that, you can also use any other software like PowerPoint or MS Excel. Means you can open three softwares together and you can work on it. And suppose at same time you want to listen the music, so you can also open the Windows Media Players and you can listen the music. Means number of application can be opened in Windows operating system. The syntax and various options are required to be remembered. In CUI, we always work with the help of command. So if you want to work on it, you have to remember the command, and this is very difficult to learn all the command at the same time. That's why generally people use the GUI operating system. In GUI, no need to remember the command, and as it is user friendly. So have you seen the Windows operating system? In Windows operating system is very user friendly and easily you can use it. That's why generally people use the GUI operating system. Now this chapter is over, so we are going to recall our topics of chapter 1. How many topics we have covered? Hardware, software, types of software, operating system, need for an operating system, functions of operating system, types of operating system, and user interface. And these are the topics we have covered in this chapter. This Now I am going to revise everything. Hardware. Hardware refers to the physical parts of computer that can be seen and touch. It means whatever portion of the system we can see, that part is called hardware. For example, we can see monitor, keyboard, mouse, CPU, and speakers. So all these parts are the hardware parts. Software. Software refers to the instruction that tell the hardware what to do. It means if you want to work on system, then you need the combination of hardware and software. How many software we use for that purpose? We use two software for this purpose. First is system software, second is application software. These two software we use for our working. What is system software? System software is a program which interacts with the hardware. It manages the operations of system and it directs the computer what to do, when to do, and how to do. And it acts as an interface between user and hardware. So operating system is the example of system software. This is also known as mediator between computer and user. Second type of software is application software. What is application software? Application software is a set of program used to perform a specific task. For example, if you want to type something, what software we use? We use MS Word. If you want to prepare the chart in Excel, so which software you will use? You will use the MS Excel. And for the presentation purpose, we use the PowerPoint software. So these are the different application software we use in our computer. For different purpose, we use the different application software in our computer. So this is the definition of application software. Next is operating system. What is operating system? An operating system is a set of program which is used to operate the system. And what operating system we use in our computer? Nowadays we are all are using the Windows 10 operating system on our system. Next topic is need for an operating system. What is the need of an operating system? The computer, being a machine, cannot perform any task on its own. An operating system is therefore needed to create a link between the hardware resources and the user and the application. So this is the need of an operating system. Our next topic is functions of operating system. So generally, these four functions can be performed by every operating system: program execution, device management, file management, and memory management. And these four are the functions of an operating system. An operating system provides a variety of services to your computer. So some of the major services are program execution. What is program execution? Computer, how a computer can work. Computer always work according to the instruction of the user. It receives the command from any application or system program and interpret it and execute it. It means if you want to work on any application software, what you do? You double click and open that software. It means you are giving command to the operating system to execute this file and open to you. So this is the work of operating system or functions of operating system. It executes every application software or system software to you. Second is device management. What is device management? This device management allocate and deallocate all the input and output devices to you. For example, if you want to take the printout of 100 pages, so how can you take the printout? You will use your software. In your software, you will give the print command. If you give the print command, operating system check the printer. If printer is attached with your computer, so you can get the printout of your all the 100 pages. It means your operating system allocate the output resources to the computer. This is device management. Next is file management. What is file management? File management helps you to organize all the data in files and folder, and it allocates the space in hard disk. It means if you want to type anything on the system and after typing, if you want to save, so who save your file into hard disk? Operating system provide this facility. By operating system, we can save our file into computer hard disk. If another day you come and open your file, so who open file for you? Who open? Operating system opens the file for you. This is the work of operating system. Who manage the file? It's a folder of a device and save it into computer's memory. File management. This is the third work of operating system. And last is memory management. What is memory management? Memory is the major part of computer system and dictates the speed of the operation. The main memory is managed by the operating system and ensuring the efficient functioning of your computer system. So this is the main functioning of operating system, and these four are the important function of every operating system. Types of operating system. Generally, we use five types of operating system. Our first operating system is single user operating system. What is single user operating system? It is used on a single computer for performing a single task. It performs one task at a time. Example is MS-DOS. In MS-DOS, we can perform only one task at a time. So this is single user operating system. Only one task can be performed on the system. Second is multi-user operating system. What is multi-user operating system? It allows same data and application to be used by the multiple users at the same time. Then users can also communicate with each other in this kind of operating system. And Linux and Unix are the example of this kind of operating system. Our third operating system is multi-processing operating system. This operating system consists of several processors for a single running process. It means it allows a user to run and work upon on multiple applications at the same time. It means we can open many application softwares together with the help of multi-processing operating system. And Linux, Unix and Windows 7 are the example of multi-processing operating system. Our next operating system is real-time operating system. What is a real-time operating system? This type of operating system is designed to control machines such as guided missiles, nuclear reactor, and online ticket reservation system. It is a multitask operating system, means multiple persons can use this operating system at the same time. Our next operating system is distributed operating system. What is distributed? Distributed operating system always works on network, and this operating system is used on the network as it allows shared data to be accessed from machine on network. It means internet is the example of this kind of operating system. It controls these interconnected system and makes them appear on a single computer. So this is the example. This is your distributed operating system. Next operating system is interactive operating system. What is interactive operating system? This operating system is GUI based operating system. With the help of this one, user can easily navigate the system. The computer responds very fast, almost immediately after the instruction has been entered by the user. And it is the user friendly operating system. And Windows is an example of operating system. So this is our chapter number 2. User interface, I have already explained about user interface. User interface is mediator between computer and user, and CUI and GUI. These are the two types of user interface. So this is the chapter number 2. Now you have to complete all the answers of chapter 1, which I have already given in previous video. So you have to complete your work. So thank you very much. Stay at home and follow the rules of social distance.